Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. So, uh, I got some mods installed, and that's why the dark border here. Um, so I had intended to play Morrowind, and I don't understand how to mod Morrowind because every time I try, the game either crashes on startup or won't actually let me get through the "You Are Here" opening movie thing. So I'm gonna play Oblivion instead. I may eventually figure out how to mod Morrowind. I may not. It looks like an incredibly fun game, and I don't even want to mod it heavily. I just want to push back the fog and let the true beauty of the game shine through, and it doesn't have any interest in doing that. So instead, we're gonna play Oblivion, and Oblivion is. I love Oblivion. I know I watched Sorcerer Dave, and he's not doesn't isn't quite as big a fan of Oblivion. Uh, I don't know why. I mean, let's go and start this new game. Yes, I really like Oblivion, and I'll tell you why as we go through it. But no one has escaped from the Imperial prison in over 40 years, since the days of Jagar Tharn and the Imperial Simulacrum, which is Arena, by the way, if you didn't know that.
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era and the final hours of my life.
Alright, I am kind of sorry for making you guys watch that, um, video, because it is kind of, thank you. Blue. Alright, I forgot about the faces in Oblivion. They all look ancient. I mean, 600 or 700 years old at least. I spent a lot of time in Oblivion playing either the Beast races, the Khajiit and the Argonians, because they don't look so ancient. I'm gonna have to see if I can find a face mod to, because, yeah, they're... Okay, orcs aren't so bad, but, no, the Redguard will not steal my horse. Let's go with an Imperial. I like it. I like playing as Imperials. Silly hair, silly hair, silly hair. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Back. That's why, because the age is incredibly old. There we go. So, yeah. I don't know why complexion appears to be changing the width of the face and making the the eyes jiggle. That's kind of terrifying. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Face. Uh, can we randomize the face a bit? Sure. Let's randomize the face. No. No. Please, no. Yeah. Oblivion faces, everybody. That one. Okay, that one's not so bad. And that should be good. I'm not sure why those numbers are going from... Oh, because they go from negative 1,000 to positive 1,000. Alright, and so... Name. Ah. Aluna the Imperial with her hair on a rogue knot. I always like blue eyes. I don't know why, it's just personal preference. But we are now done. Yes, I would like to be an Imperial. Now, so welcome. So say hello to Aluna. She's currently wearing some pretty terrible gear. So what's Aluna in here for? Well, okay. First of all, we're in prison. I do like this hairstyle. It's one of the few things I do like. Shirt. Oh, okay. It just clips into her back for no good reason. Okay. So why is Aluna in here? Well, Aluna's a bit of a thief and a bit of an assassin. Suffice to say, she is... I like the fact that you can just take your wrist irons off and there's nothing to stop you from doing it. These are actually almost unique. There's one pair in the Shivering Isles. And then this one. And these are great because they are not armor. And that means that they can be enchanted as a wizard without gaining any magic penalty. So this is spell effectiveness. The more armor you wear, the less effective this is. Star of the Wet. Okay. That's actually kind of terrible, but also useful. We'll get into a little bit of magic, but not a lot, because we are, in fact, a thief. And as soon as we get out of here, which we will do, we will be joining the Thieves Guild. So this is the Darn UI Dark. I think it's a Darn UI. It took a little bit of effort to install, but excuse me. There you go. And we basically have nothing but the clothes on our back. So yay. Right. So we do have quite a lot of fatigue, and magicka and health are not so good. But we'll get to that. Yes, I know. Thank you, Oblivion. I know how to Oblivion. Oh yeah, I've added that, put in the unofficial patches, which may or may not be what's causing Star of the West. Now, so if we go over here and we go into sneak mode, we are now sneaking. And the more you, where's my skills? Nope. Skills. Where is sneak? Sneak is here. So, we're really awful at sneaking. But we can fix that. If we come over here, I believe, yeah, sneak skill has increased. Oh, I see what that bar is. So, this is not the default UI, and it makes it a little awkward too. We're very rapidly gaining sneak here. Ah, now it's behaving itself, I think. Give it a minute. Yeah. This number goes up the more you sneak when you're not detected, but could be. So, it's kind of useless right now, unless we were to max the skill out.
An Imperial in the Imperial...
Oh, hang on. Audio. You need to talk a little louder. And... we have subtitles, don't we? I know we do, we just don't remember how to find them. Ah, here we go. General subtitles. We're stuck at we're gonna sit at normal difficulty for now. And there we go.
I guess they don't play favorites, huh? Your own kinsmen think you're a piece of human trash. How sad. I bet the guards give you special treatment before the end. Oh, that's right. You're going to die in here, Imperial. You're going to die.
Wouldn't count on
Imperial
it.
criminal scum like you give the Empire a bad name, you see. You're an embarrassment. Best if you just disappear. Hey, you hear that? The guards are coming. For you.
Boris, lock that door behind us.
Yeah, he's not right, but he's also kind of evil.
We don't know that, sir. The messenger only said they were attacked.
No, they're dead. I know it.
Ah, Emperor Patrick
My
Stewart.
job right now is to get you to safety. What's this prisoner doing here? This cell is supposed to be off limits.
Usual mix-up with the watch.
Never mind. Get that gate open. Stand back, prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
You, prisoner, stand aside. Over by the window. Stay out of the way and you won't get hurt. No sign of... Stay put, prisoner.
Good. Let's go. We're not out of this yet.
Indeed.
You. I've seen you.
Hello.
Let me see your face.
It's kind of
You are the
horrible,
one
but
from
not
my
as bad as yours.
dreams. Then the stars were right. And this is the day.
The day of
Gods give me strength.
what's going? Oh, okay. So the UI has affected this, and I kind of like that because the default one, the gold text, can be hard to read sometimes. What's going on?
Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell.
So this is kind of an interesting. I'll talk to you in just a second. This is kind of an interesting thing. This is the Amulet of Kings. It's worn by the Emperor. As you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then there's an 8th one we can't see off screen. So those are the 8 divines, and then the red one in the middle, that's Talos. Who are you?
I am your emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler. You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way.
If I must. And why am I in jail? She says, knowing the answer.
Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered for.
Okay, so what should I do?
You will find your own path. Take care. There will be blood and death before the end.
I hope so, as long as it's not
Please,
mine.
sire, we must keep moving.
You can't tell me that the first thing I wouldn't have done would have
Better
been
not
check
close
for
this
secret
one.
trap.
There's no way to
secret
open
escapes.
it from the other side.
Looks like this is your lucky
This
day.
doesn't concern you,
Stay
prisoner.
out of our way.
You know what? You deserve to die. But naturally, there's no option to push this button. Okay. Hang on. We need to go to controls. We need to fix that. Because you need to be E. Jump is space. Thank you. E to activate things. Spacebar to jump. So, we're... There we go. We had the, okay, so we can punch things. It's kind of hilariously useless. And it also takes stamina. Hand to hand is 10. Blade and blunt. We're probably going to end up using blade. Although, blunt is also kind of fun.
Close up left. Protect the Emperor.
Yeah, let's go stand by the
Protect
Emperor.
yourself.
For the Emperor!
Yeah.
The captain's down.
There we go. So, these guys have Mythic Dawn hoods, Mythic Dawn robes, and bound gear. And that way they can be very, very tough, and you get basically bugger all. I will take some of this.
Captain Renault.
Well, that's a glitch that I'll have to try and fix. And the hood. Oh, I wanted my wrist. Well, I'll have to use the wrist irons. We can potion of sorcery to restore some magicka. Ooh, weak potion of healing. That'll be way more useful.
How could they be
where'd
waiting for us here?
Ah, here we go. Captain Renault. So, okay, this is different. So this is Renault's Akaviri Katana, which is worthless because it's technically a quest item and a torch. And then a regular Akaviri Katana. And by default, this would have been a rusty iron short sword.
Go back now. Don't worry, sire.
Although
We
it's
will get you out of here.
fact.
They won't be the first to under.
Alright, hang on. He's busy talking. Yeah, so let's use this because we're gonna lose it
Estimate the
eventually.
blades.
Oop, not that. And the torch is here. Torches actually do wear out. So we'll
I'll
leave it
take
off
point.
for now.
Let's move.
You stay here, prisoner. Don't try to follow us.
No problem. Okay, ready, fist weapon, push F. Yes. Yeah, this is Oblivion with its terrible, terrible combat system sometimes. Okay. Alright, first things first. You can go on 1, you're gonna go on 2 for the moment. You can go on 3. 3 will should technically be shield, but there you go. Right. Yes, thank you, game, for being completely unhelpful. I now have a shield and an iron bow. Oh, I don't have lockpicks. Fortunately, you have lockpicks, and you actually have some gear. Yes, take all of that, and take all that. Sadly, there's no option to take everything, like there is in, say, Skyrim. Yes. Welcome to more tutorials with Triax 2. So, welcome to lockpicking in Oblivion. This is not as hard as it seems. Basically, you push the tumbler up, and then press left click to lock it into place. Die. Thank you. Oh, this is a bit of a fun physics object, and it has no reason to being here other than to be physics, but which is not really a word. We're probably going to end up using more scrolls than we are anything else. So this weighs 8, does 1 attack damage, as opposed to these katanas, which weigh, wow, that one weighs 18, and that one weighs 20, but they do, yeah, 2 damage. Huh? Okay. I don't remember them being so useless at attacking, but, oh, we can also press that, and that'll heal us up. Can I actually give you, try pressing the right button, that'll help. Put that key back. Oh, there we go. Door's locked. Maybe you can find the key somewhere nearby. Why? There we go. Security skill increased. Okay, yes. Okay. Look, I know how to Oblivion. Please stop it. Alright. We're gonna put move our torch to 4. And you'll see that they don't stack anymore. Oh, they do stack. Well, never mind. Because, so you're gonna be our shield, and we can now put on all of this stuff. Yeah, we take all the armor we can get. But if we go over here, spell effectiveness is now down to 73. Sure, whatever that's for. Now, if we hit, and we get our flare spell. Okay, so we can right-click to block, or we can simply, yeah. Iron Gear is great, but it's for people who are using heavy armor, and I'm not using heavy armor. However, if we go into stealth mode here, break out. Oh. something nasty right around this corner here. Oh, I forgot we have to have to actually equip your arrows. Yeah, this guy's kind of a pain. There we go. Yeah, you'll notice that we actually took damage even though we managed to block his attack, which is kind of irritating. I don't believe that actually goes away as you get better at shielding, like it does in... The shields are not more effective in Oblivion the way they were in Skyrim. Oh, also, I kind of hate archery in Oblivion. You have to be very, very practiced at it to actually get any better. There we go. And we got a sneak attack in. And another one. There's not really any bonus for getting sneak attacks, but I like that. Ow. Yeah, and sadly, there's no shield bash. But if you do that, then you do get to attack a little quicker than the standard slash, which is kind of useful. Right. So, do we want to... There we go. Oh, you always want to check... I forgot to check those guys for arrows. Because if you arrow something, you always want to check it for... this is one thing I do like about Oblivion over Skyrim. Oh, and you'll see our athletic skills kind of skyrocket here at the beginning. Yeah. Oh, right, I sorted you guys. It was this guy I need to check for arrows. Mort flesh can be kind of useful. Bones and skulls, not so much. When you unequip or put your weapons away, you automatically take out a torch because it's not technically a weapon. You can, however, put your shield away and have sword and torch, but the extra damage retention is rusty iron shield. It's actually worth picking up, startlingly. Lettuce, cheese wedges. No, I want the cheese wedge, not the skull. Oh, okay. The menu system is a little... I have to remember which button to press to drop things. Options, controls. Right, I have no idea. We'll just dump that into the first chest we come across. Ah, like so. Go over here, and go away, skull. Nah, nope. Now, we do have the option for power attacks, and they are kind of useful, but right now... Ah, sneak skill increased. Go. There's one rat. There should be two of them in here. No? I guess that first one was the one that came at us. But yeah, archery is nowhere near as effective in Oblivion as it was in Skyrim. Or is in Skyrim. I do see a few people miss that particular bag. This isn't even a particularly dark area, by the way. Some of the things later on are much, much darker. Hello. Goodbye. Yep. Marksmanship increased. Ale is always a good thing to have. I keep trying to press F to close it like it's Fallout 4. So now we're actually... Rats are really, really irritating. Um, and they're very, very perceptive. Ah, mushrooms. Mushrooms are fun. Wisp stalks. Yeah, so that whole plant, nothing of use. Great. There's one thing I'm not a big fan of in Oblivion is... I mean, I don't mind finding nothing, but the fact that it still looks like there's a chance to find something irritates me. At least as your skill goes up, you actually get a better chance of finding things. Wisp stalks. Yes. Yes, thank you. I know how to Oblivion. Stinkhorn, which I don't remember what most of this does. Karen Bullet, which is supposed to be a mushroom that grows. Oh, incidentally, remember all those fires in Skyrim that you could just run right across? Never mind. Apparently, you can do that too. Wood door to natural caverns. Although this is kind of an odd place because there's natural caverns down here, and yet no no exterior entrance except through the calipers. If only they could find some in Skyrim. Actually, light brown links will take. There's reasons for that. Yeah, I know he hasn't seen me. Yes, yes, Oblivion. I know how to Oblivion. Yeah, there we go. So, like I said, not nearly as effective here as they are in Skyrim. Yep. The blood decals fade really quickly here as well, which is always struck me as a little strange, but there you go. So, I remember this part. Okay, yes. So this is probably going to go a little longer than... no, I don't want rat meat. Actually, I should be taking some... should take some rat meat. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of torches. Because it does have damage fatigue. Yeah, that's enough. And so if we go into our... activate our mortar and pestle, we can add ingredients. And amongst them are rat meat and mort flesh. Yes, I remember how to... So we can make one potion, and it's kind of terrible. You can actually rename your potions here, which is kind of useful. Remove that, and do we have anything else that... so we can go cheese wedge and tomato. And the weight of the potion is directly affected by the weight of the ingredients. So we create that, and create some lettuce potion. Yum. So, damage health, and damage health. Create 2 poisons, which are, to be frank, kind of terrible. However, we could say poison our longbow. So now, there was nothing in that crate. It's a little confusing. Oh, okay, there's a hole in the side. Look at the correct side of the crate, numbskull. Yeah, so this guy gets hit and then takes damage over time. There we go. And so now we can vault the tripwire. You had a machete. Okay. Alright, I also forgot that they drop their weapons. So, how does that compare to my katana? 1 damage. Yeah, something's rebalanced the damage on weapons, which is not really great, but whatever. I remember this part. This part's kind of fun. So a lot of the goblins will eat rat. And oops. There we go. This one gets much easier when you have a better. Is there not a? I thought there were some apples on the floor here. All right. Oh, there they are. I remember just little bits about this game, stuff that I saw a lot. Ah, right. So there, that's actually the sound of the enemy down there firing arrows. However, we can push the logs and murder him with physics. Yay, physics. That only works in vanilla Skyrim. If, for example, you're trying to play it with Skiro's Oblivion Overhaul, not only does he shrug off and attack the logs, but he then proceeds to shoot you in the face with his arrows. Now that's technically a dagger, I believe. Although I don't recall there being an additional sneak attack for daggers in Oblivion. I'm gonna let this one run extra length, just because it is my first episode. Hello. Yeah, goblins are a beast to deal with early on. For no reason other than because they are hilariously quick to attack. Ow. Right. I forget that this is not Skyrim where you can't switch from one weapon to the other mid-attack. Oh, this is clever. We can sneak over here. Sneak in the darkness and... Oh, and you've seen me, you jerk. Yeah. Because we're wearing light armor, and... I see ya. Gotcha. Alright, and then we'll go finish off these rats, because one-handed skill is vital. Right. So we can actually go unequip our shield. You have to manually... Right, forgot about that. So you have to manually unequip your shield. It's not like Skyrim where... Hello, Goblin Shaman Staff. Yeah, a lot of katana and other Japanese-style weapons. Hello, Repair Hammer. Yep, found a Repair Hammer. Equip it to repair your weapons and armor using your armor skill. Damaged weapons and armor are less effective, so it's wise to keep them in good repair. It's not joking, like, at all. So, as these go down, they will eventually lose all of their armor. And they don't protect very much right now, I believe, because they are... because our armory skill is so low. Ah! Broke our first lockpick. It's kind of annoying, but it will happen. And unlike Skyrim, mess up, it's an instant break. Just get our shield back out. I'm not trying to see things now. I'm pretty sure that's the... Oh, wait, no, there's one more chap up here. And where is he? Should be through here. Come on. Where you at? No? Okay, I could have sworn there was one more guy. Alright, well, back to the Imperial Subterrane. Ah, right, this is kind of a clever area, because there's so many additional people who could detect you.
We should find a defensible spot.
If you go
Protect the
here
Emperor until help
and
arrives.
sneak
Help, what makes you think
here, we'll very quickly gain sneak skill, and the reason for that is because there's a bunch of people who could detect us. Right. Right.
I think that was all of it. Let me take a look around.
Yeah, so you
Have
can
you seen the prisoner?
actually go over here and sneak, and they can't detect you. So, but we're very quickly gaining a lot of sneak skill because there's lots of people who could detect us.
Sire, damn it, it's that prisoner again. Kill her. She might be working with the assassins.
Really?
No, she is not one of them.
I could have shot you.
She
while I
can
was-
help us. She must help us.
Let's walk. Thank you.
As you wish, sire.
They cannot understand why I trust you. They've not seen what I've seen. How can I explain? Listen, you know the Nine, how they guide our fates with an invisible hand.
Sometimes less invisible than others. I'm not really on good terms with the gods, all things considered.
I've served the Nine all my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder which sign marked your birth.
So now we get to pick our sign, and signs are much more important here than they were in Skyrim because each one is, well, they're permanent, but they each have a stone in the world. So Atronach ability is an interesting one. You don't regain magic over time. Instead, you absorb half of the magic that fired at you, and you have 150 bonus magic. Now, this one's crazy useful if you know what you're doing, because that 50% absorption, you can get up to 100%. So anybody who throws magic at you, you're completely immune to it. But it can also be annoying. The Lord can be useful. You can regenerate up to 90 points of health, but you're weak to fire. There's a lot of fire thrown around Oblivion. I mean, you thought fire-breathing dragons, yeah. Fire-breathing dragons were bad. Oblivion, basically, if it's either shock or fire, and they're not helpful. That's it. Lover's Kiss is kind of hilarious. Once per day, you can shut down an opponent for 10 seconds. It doesn't matter what opponent it is, because I don't think I've ever seen anything resist that ability. I mean, maybe the final boss, maybe, but I never tried it, so. Mara's Gift, Serpent. So, there's 3 options for a thief, in my opinion. Okay, 4. Where is Tower? Alright, so there's 4. These are the 4 options for the thief. That one's actually kind of useful sometimes, but these are the 4 options. The Serpent, which, okay, you have to click on it to hold it. Gain Serpent spell to cause a slow but potent poison on touch, while simultaneously curing yourself and dispelling magic on yourself. Casting this costs 100 points of magicka. Well, we have magicka to spare well, no, we don't actually, but we will shortly. You'll see why. But yeah, you can use this to kill an opponent, and most opponents will die to the Serpent unless you're on a higher difficulty. Shadow lets you turn invisible. This is my least favorite of the powers, because as soon as you take any action, you become visible, which usually means that, aha, I've opened this chest, and now I'm visible, and now everything murders me. The Steed is good, because it grants you 20 points of speed, and speed is life. The ability to run away from enemies, or to get out of the reach is good. The Tower... Once a day, you can open a container of average level lock or less. Well, we're going to be master thieves, so we're going to be able to punch right through locks. Thief grants you 10 points to everything. You know what, let's go with the Thief, actually. Normally I would go with the Steed, but I forgot this is half of it. But this is actually more points for fewer... Yes, we want to be born under the Thief.
The signs I read show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come.
And me?
Your stars are not mine. Today the thief shall guide your steps on the road to destiny.
And quite frankly, we were in jail for being a thief. we stole something valuable. I don't know, maybe a jeweled candlestick or something. Aren't you afraid to die?
No trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy.
Oh.
Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour.
Indeed.
In this I am blessed to see the hour of my death, to face my apportioned fate, then fall.
Indeed. Can you see my fate?
My dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death. But in your face I behold the sun's companion. With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied.
So basically he's saying it's us. It's all up to you, but no one will ever thank you for it. Where are we going?
I go to my grave. A tongue shriller than all the music calls me.
How?
You shall follow me yet for a while. Then we must part.
Right on. Boris?
You may as well make yourself useful. Carry that torch and stick close.
And he gives us yet another torch.
Take care.
Yep. Alright, Right, are we moving on?
There's no time to talk.
Okay. Right. Some days Boris just sort of gets stuck. Boris, Chorus, or Chorus, however you want to pronounce it. Always check the bodies, because that's the smart thing to do. Although to be fair, I did shoot that guy with an arrow, and I should have gotten my arrow back, and I didn't. Just kind of a jerk move, Skyrim. Or, jerk move, Oblivion. Right. Okay. Yeah, I know.
This one's mine! The Emperor needs help!
Your destiny calls you down a different road.
Yep, always want to attack enemies if you can. You'll never not get experience for it. I will probably one magical skill I will probably use all the time is restoration. Protect the Emperor, he says. The Emperor goes charging off to the battle.
Talos preserve us. Talos preserve us.
You don't want to do that again.
Oh, quit your whining. You're the one that stood in my way. Thank you. So now we can actually see our assassins. I mean, these guys really aren't following the Assassin's Creed. They should be running around wearing white robes. That's not the one I wanted. And into the next area. Yeah, this one's gonna run long because it's the starting episode.
Hold up. I don't like this. Let me take a look.
Yes, I know. We have to sit and wait for the magicka to restore. Magicka restores slowly. Alright, they're coming from this way.
Looks clear. Come on. We're almost through to the sewers.
If you've done everything right, you can actually jump up there. There's actually a quest that will involve us going back up there later, but we'll get to that when we get to it.
Damn it! The gate is barred from the other side. A trap!
What about that side passage back there?
Worth a try. Let's go.
I want his dagger if I can get it. I don't think I can, but I would like his dagger. The reasons for why are... We'll go in there. Go.
It's a dead end. What's your call, sir?
I don't know. I don't see any good options here.
I do.
They're behind us. Wait here, sire.
Wait here with the Emperor. Guard him with your life.
No problem.
For the
Oblivion, take you!
Indeed.
My gods are strong and true, but even the might of the blades cannot stand against the power that rises to destroy us.
Right?
The Prince of Destruction awakes, born anew in blood and fire. These cutthroats are but his mortal pawns.
Indeed.
Take my amulet, give it to Joffrey. I have a secret son, and Joffrey alone knows where to find him.
Well then, that's kind of
Find the last of my blood and close shut the marble jaws of Oblivion.
Your amulet? Then this is goodbye?
This is where my journey ends. For you, though, the road is long and dangerous. Now, give me your hand.
Indeed. With all my heart, farewell.
Stand true, my friend. May your heart be your guide, and the gods grant you strength.
I would prefer riches, but but I'm okay with strength. And he kills the Emperor, and then we have to kill him. And voila. Ooh, potion night eye. That's useful. I think Glenroy went splat over here. He usually does. Yeah. I don't know if it's a scripted death or if it's just what he does. Ah, here we go. Glenroy's katana. Put that away.
We failed. I failed. The blades are sworn to protect the Emperor. Now he and all his heirs are dead. The amulet. Where's the amulet of kings? It wasn't on the Emperor's body.
Well, frankly, you wouldn't be able to use it anyway, but he gave it to me.
Strange. He saw something in you.
I love his
Trusted
hat,
you.
by the way.
They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the veins of every septum. They see more than lesser men. The amulet of kings is a sacred symbol of the Empire. Most people think of the red dragon crown, but that's just jewelry. The amulet has power. Only a true heir of the blood can wear it, they say.
Only a
He
dragon
must have given it to you for a reason. Did he say why?
I have to take it to Joffrey. There's apparently another son floating about.
Joffrey? He said that? Why?
There's another heir.
Nothing I ever heard about. But Joffrey would be the one to know. He's the Grand Master of my order. Although you may not think so to meet him, he lives quietly as a monk at Waynon Priory, near the city of Coral.
How do I get there?
First, you need to get out of here. Through that door must be the entrance to the sewers, past the locked gate. That's where we were heading. It's a secret way out of the Imperial City. Or it was supposed to be secret. Here, you'll need this key for the last door into the sewers.
Fantastic. The sewers?
There are rats and goblins down there. But from what I've seen of you, I'm guessing you're an experienced monk. Am I right?
Not exactly, no. Okay, yes, now we can choose your class. So, monk is actually not too bad. Stealth, agility, willpower, security, sneak, acrobatics, marksman, alteration, hand-to-hand, and athletics. Not quite. So, I always like to create my class, although that one's actually pretty close. Instead of alteration, what I want, stealth. Thank you. So we want strength, and let's go with agility. Actually, let's go with speed and agility, because faster is better. Acrobatics and athletics we won't put on, because well, they'll level up pretty quick anyway. I will get blade. Light armor. Now, I know for maximum min-maxing, I should pick skills I'm never ever going to use. But at the same time, we want marksman. At the same time, I do want that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I seem to be blocking a lot, but let's get alchemy instead, because alchemy, the first rank of alchemy, gives you a second known ingredient, known ability to a potion. What shall we call it? And then we can end the episode as soon as we're done with this. Ah, pillager. Yep, create the pillager. And we do, in fact, want to be a pillager. I love the fact that the icon you get is whatever he tells you of these icon, or whatever class you had selected when you create your custom class, it gathers that icon. So it's actually pretty similar. The only difference is that we took restoration and... Yeah, actually the only difference is that we took restoration instead of alchemy. Yep, I am a pillager.
I wasn't far off. In any case, rats and goblins won't give you any trouble.
Indeed. After the sewers, then what?
You must get the amulet to Joffrey. Take no chances, but proceed to Wayne Priory immediately. Got it?
Absolutely not. Yes, I understand.
Good. The Emperor's trust.
And what about you?
I'll stay here to guard the Emperor's body and make sure no one follows you. You'd better get moving. May Talos guide you.
Indeed.
By the way, thanks for recovering my comrades' swords. I'll see that they are given a place of honor in the halls of the Blades.
You're welcome. There we go. And we're now unequipped, but that's fine. We do have that. Our very own Akatiri katana. And because we used, what's-her-faces, yeah, as you can see, we're now up to 5 damage with it, which is kind of cool. I believe the iron bow is actually identical. Yeah, I like this machete. Oh, I know why the chain, or why these are in, because I installed a mod that adds new weapons. Alright, well, let's go back to our katana for now. So, with that, right. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and say farewell, and I will see you guys in the next episode as we exit the sewers and continue on our way. Bye.